fatke afion socket afriswa adusen esio enam etaneba ukara nkamafon utiba sibon akesa ke kita ukara statement agume mewo ketuko ukara nkamafon ya na mya ikosemo eketan
Ukarang kawafong ekoto democracy adon dutumen bono weni eke frefen boy nam ke bangake umere wose mo ma ya karammo akedo kiswa 2007 ke nkai di okente United Nations General Assembly eke nyamme e mane si usene fiong e fatke afiong September enam te usene di dara usenukara nkanga fong ke afrunado kentak atawa wo ekate democracy te ukara narante frewo eni setangesan kusentum me kombok NTA e maek ewo esanga ebi membono gompo e banga susenemi awo ngono mo ukara nkanga fong yedanga e kamanye e yomfna adi wori kose kama edaru senemi mbio we maitang mu songse mo ekere danga ukara mi ekbesanga mbaga toro afrewo edi ofone tu ukara Miku yo utebe achibon akombok NTA.
Ekod afunbon Muslim ebo ya mo ekpere abasi ke adisembon akam afrini ebenge ememye lidia na ke eno idabnyen Nigeria amieke do kuru kwore ko ke adere mo ekeni egempon akoko ngine ke karu ya nam ya ikup siki kaisodo.
Akedo Bakre Friday ke usenefion calendar Islam mekpono ala e mai di bono ke ntokuno mo mai di koma la ke senye na mano mo Chief Imam Itam Central Mosque Alhaji Muhammad Adamu amabo yak mekpono ala e penda ukwe mo ene bon kameno ke idot mistake nyinami metai wori song e mai nwe koma base yanam yak nga ankot idot Ami asoda ema ngedara nte ya stetemi adison iswa edop medwood mama enbo kind of medwood state army miku yo anyebele basetum okombogentie
Akamukara statement ete udom Emmanuel anam yarion kukara statement eya idion ufon wet ekoto Government Secondary School ada akidon ekoto edo kenko okara etreke ntempo ariti ketuko ete imo robia akekponwo uwememe etu udomo kenam ya hion ebangami ke adere iko eti imo robia akedata itie ke etreke akoko ngene ya nam ya ikopsikika isodo Ete imo udobia akedo tibot no ufo utomeko to kikomba kara State Secondary Education Board kiko kamukara state nyete udom Emmanuel eketanga anyaka bo ya mbono wedu wem ofonno edi onkusen kid ke ya ikpong uwemi anyema asotang ke ete udobia akedo wo akeniege etu wem anamutom akene dependaran court ke state nyin akwan ke fang ukpemwen Senator Godswill Akpabio akebo kenkukwere mpo anama awoni ensonga ndake basi ado ke amadu wetu uwem anye mbaga basi amana anamutomemem Reverend Inieke Ekanem ukwori komo amabo yang ditobasi esiong ide nkpong idiongpo ediong kusenke kemimo ya ikpong uwememe esanga ke afunbet iko basi atanga abo yang mekpono basi esanga kuson ofonno Okangin tembung ngine tredo do ubago seneme yaitemme ikobnyen mbubre yomi
Good morning and thanks for joining our AM News. I am Mariam Vincent with the details. With 7 days left for our Kwaigon State to clock 30 years, streets in Uyo and other strategic locations have all been decorated. Imoedmodo reports that the ambience speaks upbeat for a people that are happy for the anniversary.
This active convoy shows that no effort is spared at ensuring that the 30th anniversary of the creation of Akwa Ibom State is given the celebration it deserves. Even the state governor, Mr. Udom Emmanuel, is not abandoning his responsibilities in that direction or resting on his horse because his subordinates are doing the job well. The 30th anniversary is an event that all hands are on deck for a successful outing. The decorations on the streets speak volume on the preparations for the celebration.
A visit to this popular Ibom connection tells the story better that the people of Akwa Ibom State are ready for the celebration of the 30th anniversary of the creation of the state. From the decoration to all the activities that is happening around here, Akwa Ibom is set to celebrate its 30th anniversary.
Apart from the Ibom Plaza, other major streets in Uyo have been colored orange and even white, spiced with billboards of all sizes and colors. Most roads have also received facelift in the spirit of the celebration. But beyond the drums and colors of orange, the people say the anniversary should signal a flourishing Akwa Ibom State in all aspects.
We expect more development and we expect good governance from the present administration. We are looking for progress. Even the operation school, I don't think we know what to do. So, if the state can provide jobs or school laborers, it will be better.
Most of them have commended the efforts of successive administrations in the state, noting specifically that the era of former Governor Godswill Akpabio marked a turning point in the history of Akwa Ibom State.
The 30th anniversary is 30 bonus, 30% of discount on everything you have. You know, you can see if somebody at 30 is well doing. The 30th anniversary of Akwa Ibom State is a great event that has never happened in this manner that we have seen. Year of 30 is a significant year. So Akwa Ibom is already in a significant year. By God's grace, Akwa Ibom State is a great state. And we have a governor that has the capacity to make us proud. You can see some developments that the government have been able to put in place. Although it has been very, very challenging, though you cannot please everybody. But yet I think I give kudos to the past administration and this present administration.
Anniversary will come and go, but if it leaves memories of greatness and prosperity for the people, then Akwa Ibom State will have really come of age. At 30, the people expect the state to be old enough for wisdom and young enough for enterprise. In Uyo, Imoedmodo, NTA News.
The need for the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to develop a standard method of voting that will not discriminate against persons living with disabilities has been re-emphasized. This formed part of the focus at the presentation of the demand charter for inclusion of persons living with disabilities in election processes in Nigeria, held in Uyo. The former IFOJ reports that the event was organized by Women United for Economic Empowerment in partnership with Action Aid Nigeria.
The expectations articulated in their charter were born out of interactive workshop sessions across the 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria on the need for inclusive electoral processes to benefit the physically challenged. Some demands of the charter include INEC's employment and involvement of qualified persons living with disability in electoral affairs, development of voting guidelines in Braille for visually impaired, audios for the blind, and television-based signed language for the deaf. Mr. Ipuado Omilaju is the Program Manager, Health and Governance, Action Aid Nigeria. He says people living with disability constitute a reasonable percentage of Nigeria's population and have the right to participate in social and political activities.
It would be a great injustice if this individual, you and I, are disenfranchised and are not allowed to cast our vote as it were due
The Executive Director, Women United for Economic Empowerment, Mrs. Inyobong Frank, charged stakeholders to stop discrimination against the physically challenged, noting that they can contribute positively to the success of any government.
The PWDs are not inclusive during the election and any other thing in the society. So what the charter is trying to seek for is for the rights of the people living with disability.
Some persons living with disability frowned at the systematic disenfranchisement of their members and called on INEC, ATISEC, political parties and other stakeholders to leverage on the demands charter of the people living with disability.
We have many problems which they people always face during election. So whatever they do, they were not involved. So they don't have time to think or remember us or to.
Nothing about us is without us. There is nothing wrong for INEC to have persons with disabilities in our employ.
People with disability have been left behind in so many things. And this is ignorant because some people do not know that even in our disability, there is an ability in us. Apart from the right to vote, there is also right to vote for a person with disability.
The event, organized by the Women United for Economic Empowerment, featured presentation and adoption of the charter, discussion sessions and articulation of action plan. In Uyo, Ifoma Ihuj, NTA News.
Youths from the oil-producing communities in the Niger Delta region have been advised to learn and equip themselves with relevant professional skills in order to be employable in the oil and gas industries in Nigeria. The Executive Secretary, Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, NCDMB, Mr. Sinubi Wabote, gave the advice during a one-day workshop for youths in our Akwa State. John Paul Admona has details.
The workshop, which was organized by the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, NCDMB, brought together youths from the oil-producing communities in Akwa State. It centered on developing indigenous capacity in the Nigerian oil and gas industry. In her address of welcome, the coordinator of the NCDMB in the state, Mrs. Ada Ohaiwe, said the board is committed to promoting local content in oil and gas industry in Nigeria and urged the participants to take advantage of the workshop to learn more about the basic requirements from applicants into the oil and gas companies. The Executive Secretary of the board, who was represented by Dr. Gina Ogina, explained that the sensitization workshop was organized to enlighten youths from the oil-producing communities in Nigeria to know their rights and the relevant skills they need to acquire in order to secure jobs in oil and gas companies in their areas. He said the board has successfully trained about 1,000 youths from Niger Delta region and placed some of them in oil companies since 2010 that they started operation.
The processes are clear. Nigerian content is in two levels. First is the national level, which means Nigerians will be given consideration before non-Nigerians. Then we also have to protect the local host community man in whose domain we are doing these operations. So we give host community people consideration when it comes to their benefits in the oil and gas industry. So by explaining that to them, in most places we have gone, we have started to see measurable change. Level of hostility has also dropped, so they are beginning to benefit from the oil and gas industry activity.
In their separate lectures, Dr. Mboho Erasmus Mboho, Dr. Anyete Efi, and Professor Kinsley Akpabio highlighted the mandate and capacity building of the board and relevant skills needed in the industry and urged the youth to acquire relevant skills needed and cooperate with the oil companies in order to get the best out of them. Some of the participants asked questions and were guided appropriately on how to get their problems solved.
Seriously been enlightened, most especially on how to handle oil company in an issue of infringement on the right of the community. We've really gathered a lot of information on what to do instead of going to block the gates of the company.
Now I have learned that there is no point me taking it is always good to go on dialogue, and whatsoever that is a problem to us, we should report to the appropriate quarter, which is the board that has put up this training.
From Eket local government area, John Paul Alumon, NTA News.
As the world marks the 2017 Democracy Day, focus is on promoting peace and stability in governance. Utuba Chibong sampled the opinion of some residents of Uyo on the significance of the day, and here is what she brought back.
Democracy is a universal value based on the freely expressed will of people to determine their own political, economic, social, and cultural systems, and their full participation in all aspects of life. In 2007, the United Nations General Assembly resolved to observe September 15 as the International Day of Democracy, with the purpose of promoting and upholding the principles of democracy. To a layman, democracy is government of the people, for the people, and by the people. It is on this note that NTA News crew sought to find out the opinion of people on this issue.
Meant for all. But right now, as you can see, a lot of us are maybe criticizing the government because we have not been beneficiary of in one way or the other. But what I know is that in one way or the other, we are also beneficiaries of what the government has done. So I think it is for all of us.
You don't expect everyone to be in government, but each time you benefit from certain ideas, certain policy of the government, you are involved. That's how to carry the masses along.
Democracy and conflict prevention is the theme for this year's celebration of International Day of Democracy, with the aim to strengthen democratic institutions to promote peace in the society. Others who also spoke suggest ways to foster resilient societies and call on government to run effective and inclusive democratic governance with respect for human rights.
Because many youth now, they are being jobless. We don't have job to do. Democracy should be a ruling of, willingness, freeness, awesomeness, relaxingly. Speak your mind and go free. Talk about democracy, it's all about carrying your people along, making them feel good, let them feel belong.
Nigeria at 50-something years now should be matured enough to solve the problem. They should shun ethnicity and do something according to the smooth running of the government.
In Uyo, Utube Achibong, NTA News.
Need for Muslim faithful to draw close to Allah through fervent prayers has been emphasized. Chief Imam Itam Central Mosque Al-Haji Muhammad Adamu made the emphasis during the Jumat held at Itam Central Mosque Uyo. Enebere Basietan has the detail.
Being the last Friday of the month in the Islamic calendar, Muslim worshippers converge on the Itam Central Mosque to thank Allah for seeing them through their daily affairs. Chief Imam Itam Central Mosque Al-Haji Muhammad Adamu admonished Muslim faithful to be security conscious while praying fervently for the peace of the nation and the state as well.
Because of happenings in the country this period, we just urge our people in the sermon to be very careful while doing their business, and they will watch their back and always be security conscious wherever they found themselves.
Other worshippers thank Allah for sustainable development as Akwa Ibom State celebrates its 30th anniversary, while praying for the leadership of the state.
It's marking the 30th anniversary of state creation. We offer special prayer to that effect, and we pray Almighty God to equally give our state governor and all his lieutenants the wisdom to be able to lead this very great state to the next level of prosperity.
Bodies and highland, we all need each other to survive. So, and I believe that peace will reign in this country.
Jumat prayers is very important to all Muslims. anywhere you are.
In Uyo, Anebira Basietu, NTA News.
Government Secondary School Edo in Esireket local government area is to be upgraded into a modern school. Governor Dom Emmanuel announced this at the funeral service in honor of former Chairman State Secondary Education Board, Mr. Imo Udobia. Clement Barakwi tells us more.
The upgrade of the secondary school, according to Governor Dom Emmanuel, is to immortalize the former Chairman State Secondary Education Board, Mr. Imo Udobia. Governor Emmanuel said the only legacy one can leave behind is service to humanity, urging Christians to always live a life that they will be remembered for. He described the late Udobia as a dependable ally whose contributions to the development of the state will not be forgotten.
For school, Imo was actually in charge of state secondary education. What you've asked for this secondary school, I want to believe that shouldn't be a problem. We'll accede to that your request with immediate effect.
Senate Minority Leader Gasula Kpabio noted that kindness and peaceful coexistence are virtues that Christians should exhibit in order to draw men to Jesus Christ.
Imo did his best to serve God and was a very dutiful follower of Jesus Christ.
Reverend Ineke Kanem of the Pilgrims Pentecostal Ministry said in his message advised Christians against acts inimical to biblical principles. From Esireket local government area, Clement Barakwi, NTA News.
And the weather prospect for tomorrow, Saturday, September 16, 2017, shows that the morning period will be cloudy at 25 degrees Celsius. The afternoon period will be sunny at 23 degrees Celsius, while the evening period will be cloudy at 24 degrees Celsius. Of course, here is where we wrap it up this morning. We thank you very much for watching. And just before we go, we'd like to remind you that security is a responsibility of all patriotic Nigerians. Report unusual movement around your environment to law enforcement agencies. Thank you very much indeed for being a part of our AM News. From me, it's good morning and do have a blessed day.